Hi,
No?
Robert. Yeah. There you go.
Okay. So
Which is here. Which is here also.
I went over that round. So the only thing I think we
I still
missed.
don't understand the case.
What? I don't hear you guys.
I still don't understand the case. What
So
happened?
the thing is, there's different customs of nechayata, which I wanted to check up because, remember the case of Hakirei Nashai. Hakirei Nashai, right? I lend you a loan. I lend you a loan. You give me a field. I give you back the field.
I rent it back to you. I rent it back to you.
Right. So we saw there's a mahloket, Rashi, and everybody else. Rashi holds it's a bit ksutza, and everyone else holds it's avak bit. And the idea here is,
And the rent is more than the loan. What's this? How is it a bit?
well,
The rent is more than the loan, or it's the chiyata where I pay back the principal. It's over.
I'd have to pay back the if the rent's less than the loan, right? I have to pay back the principal plus the rental. In other words, the rental seems to be a subversion of the rebit.
I gotta pay the rental and the principal. Okay. That's hakirei nashai. That's not nechiyata. That's not nechiyata. That's nechiyata. That's not nechiyata.
That's what he's comparing it to here too. That's why I'm saying, trying to figure out the different types of nechiyata kanahu, because hakirei nashai is really so that's the standard in the Gemara, and that's where he's basing himself off of here. We can go back to the case of that. The She'elah Naran has the case and 4 questions. Literally, question 2 and question 4, he says, I'm not even going to answer because out of question 1 is obvious. So I would not go into, the main thing is the case here. I don't know, the Naran is still, I guess, on our WhatsApp, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we could read the case from the Ran himself in the Ran.
You want me to post it here? I could post it here.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, give me 1 second.
You do a screen share.
If I had a Gemara here, it would be easier because I wanted to look up the different types of nechiyata mentioned, but okay, I don't have it, so it's gonna have to make certain assumptions until I get into a Gemara, maybe today. Okay, so that's it, right? There it is. Okay, perfect. Okay. Yeah, you guys have it?
Yeah.
All right. It says, Reuven lava mishimon elef zuz. Mushken lo bahem mahatzit habatim sheyesh lo. Half his homes. Obviously, he had some homes. Mikabel schirut, and he'll get the schirut. Ubin chiyata kanahuk. That's what I'm not sure that is, but okay. ומצד אחד, עשה מתנה מהשכירות. ומצד
אחר. No?
It says here, it should be aher, right? Right? עשה מתנה מהשכירות לשמעון, או לבנו, כנהוג. Right? So, schirut as a gift.
Gift. Why does he have to give a gift if he already has the mashkon? So I don't get it.
In other words, so, right, עשה מתנה מהשכירות לשמעון או לבנו כנהוג. So he gifted the schirut, whatever, in other words, whatever you get from the schirut, it's yours. And you don't have to deduct it from the principal, right?
That's not in the chiyata, so we have to figure out. Right, okay.
In other words, so I guess initially it was, and then he made a different agreement.
Okay.
ולפי שראובן היה צריך מהבתים לדור בהם, להתחסד שמעון אצלו להשכירם לו לסך 200 זוז לשנה. Right now, okay, so now the
place to live, so he's renting it for 200.
ואז שמעון לא רצה לפתוח בו You didn't trust him. ורצה שישתבד בחצר נזכר ב1,000 דינרים ל5 שנים, 200 לשנה. Give me a shi'bud for the full 5 years.
What did he have before? He had collateral. Is this not the same? Mashkon and shi'bud are two different things?
Right. In other words, he had that for the initial 1,000 zuz loan, and now there's a schirut for the 1,000 dinarim for 5 shanim.
So he's got two shi'buds, Yani, one for the rental and one for the loan.
Right.
He has a mashkon and then a shi'bud for the rent, all in the same property.
Is it the same property? We don't know.
Sounds like it.
Sounds like it is.
Yeah.
All this happened.
Yeah.
The matana and the schirut and the shirbut, all this happened within a day or two of the loan. ועסוקים בעניין המשכונה. זה השיעבוד יוצא בשם יכין בן שמעון. Guys, Shimon's son was named Yachin. ואין לו לשמעון בן או בת אלא זה. והוא סמוך על שולחנו. ואף על פי שיש לו ליכין אישה ובנים, אינו מקפיד עם אביו. ועושים הוצאה אחת, ואוכלים שולחה אחת לגמרי, ואין שום אחד מהם בורר חלקו. Total...
One pocket.
full. ושמעון אז, מחל לאובן שכירות ל5 שנים. Right now, it was mohel. לפי שכבר נשתבד בהם לבנו. But he already had the shi'bud. So he says, you know what? I'm mohel the schirut because I have the shibud of the 1,000 zuz. I don't know what type of mehilah that is.
Mohel is the schirut. Okay, because I have a shi'bud for the schirut. So it was double.
So in other words, he says, listen, I have the shi'bud. You don't have to pay me. He'll take whatever he was mishabed. He'll take that. He'll take it from there. ועתה הוברר הדבר בעדים כשרים, שאותם 1,000 דינרים הנזכרים, that second thing, סך שעבוד הנזכר, לא לבם ראובן, ולא נשתמש בהם לעולם.
Right, it wasn't a cash transaction. There was no money given for it. It was just a shi'bud that he gave.
אלא מחמת השכיר.
Future rent.
ויש לו מעשה בדין.
Guarantee for the future rent.
וטוען ראובן שזה ריבית גמורה הבאה מיד לווה למלווה, כחקירי נרשי, דעסקינא דאסירי, דכתבו הכי, פלוני לווה מפלוני מנה, ומשכן לו שדה, והדר חקרה מיניה. So he wants to say this is ריבית. ילמדנו רבנו אם קאי כוונה הרבה ריבית יוצאה בדיינים, דבאה מיד לווה למלווה או לא, או אי לא הרבה ריבית, משום דשתבד ליכין בנו. And he's just another party. Okay, then he asks, that's the first question. Is it a bit or not? Then he asks another question, since Shimon died, and now it's all going to Shaul ben Yachin, who yoresh et kulam, וגובע 1,000 דינרים הנזכרים, אף על פי שהיה קודם זמן המעט, ואחר כך הגיע זמן המשכונה לפדות. Okay, so that's the second question. A third question is...
So it's definitely not a nechiyata case. They're not reducing the principal balance. Because you're asking about if it's a repeat, which means he's paying the 1,000 in the rental, plus he still owns the principal.
Right. Because he gave it as a... He gave it as a matana in a separate loan. Right. That's the whole point. So then...
Right.
Then he has a third and fourth question about the AD. If it's a separate shtad, is the first shtad pasul of the edim of the, because it was a separate agreement, but we know they signed a separate agreement. Okay. So now the tshuva. You see the tshuva? We're going to flip to the tshuva. ראיתי בשטר מעשה בדין שנעשה מקבלת עדות מאותו חיוב של 1,000 דינרים. על מה נעשה שכתוב בסופו בלשון הזה. וכבר ידוע ידי השטר המשכונה בזה, לפי שמדעתם נעשה הכל. ועל מנת כן נעשה המשכונה הנזכרת. It was clear from the Maaseh that everything was one plan. This wasn't separate transactions. וכיוון שכן, אין ספק בדבר שזו ריבית גמורה ויוצא בדיינים. ריבית גמורה, ולא לדברי רש"י בלבד שכתב בחקירי דרשי, דכתבין הכי משכן לפלוני על עד לפלניה, והדר חקירה מיני, וכתב זה לשונו בפירושיו, וכתב ז"ל בפירושיו, דריבית קצוצה היא, אלא אף לדברי החוקים עליו, ואומרים דאבק ריביתי, בנידון שלפנינו, הכל מודים שריבית גמורה. Right, even not according to Rashi. Even according to those who hold Hakireh Narsha is Avak Rabid, here it's Rabid Gemura. Why? שעד כאן לא נחלקו במשכן סתם, ואחר כך בא לך משכון החוקר או סוחר אותה, שרש"י סובר שכיוון שחוזר הבעל והחוקר ממנו, נראים הדברים ועגלי מילתא שמתחילה לדעת כן נתכוונו. לפי רש"י, even though you're not explicitly saying it, it's obvious that that was your initial kavanah, and therefore it's going to be tzutza. וכיוון שכן, הווה לרבית קצוצה. והמפרשים ז"ל נחלקו עליו בזו, לפי שמשין כיוצא בה שהדברים מראים שלדעת רבית נתכוונו, ואף על כיוון שלא פרשו, אין אלא אבק רבית. Right? That's the whole mahloket. But in our case, he wants to say everyone agrees, since it's mefurash, it's rebit gemura. Then he goes on for some proofs. I'll read this quick because I don't think the Bet Yosef brings all this. וראיה לדבר מדתניא רב ספרא ברבית ברבי חיה יש דברים שהם מותרים, ועשו אותם על רבית, כיצד אמר לו על בני מנה, אמר לו מנה אין לי, חיטים במנה יש לי, שנותן לך, נתן לו חיטים במנה וחזר ולקחם ב-24 בסלע. This is last mutar. ואסור לעשות כן בני הרמת רבית, right? So we said that's mutar, and it's only הרמת רבית. והאח הדברים מראים שמתחילה על דעת כן נעשה שיקבלם בהלוואה ב-30 דינרים. It's obviously that was their original intention. But we say it's not רבית קצוצה. ויחזור וכלם דזהב, הרי זו כמין רבית גמורה. אבל כן, כיוון שלא פרשו, מותר. So that's the proof of those who are חולקים on Rashi. See here, it's מותר. It's only הרמת רבית, even though it's נראה ודאי שכך היה כוונתם. זהו מחלוקתן של רש"י.